Jeff, hey, great to have you with me. It's
Appreciate
so
it.
awesome. So tell me a little bit about your golf game.
Well, I played since I was young and just enough to build bad habits.
There you go.
I retired and trying to get better.
Yeah.
And like everybody else, I'm struggling with consistency.
Sure, I get it.
So I need to groove a couple of thoughts so that I hit the ball solid every
got
time.
just the thoughts for you. I want you to flush it every time. I've got my simple strike sequence. It's basically 10 shots. I'm going to show you how it works. But before we do, I want to see you hit a couple shots. Let's see how you do. So I kind of snuck an eye over there while you were warming up. Pretty good. I think I can help you. Hit a shot or two for me if you don't mind.
There was a fatty.
There is one that's a little bit
There
thick.
was a
We
fatty.
call that a chunker. So the low point right there, that is behind the location of the golf ball.
Okay.
That's a no-no in golf. You know that, I know that. When you watch really good players, what do you see?
They hit the ball first.
They hit the ball first. Where are their divots?
Their divots are beyond the ball, and usually that piece with low irons ends up about 20 yards out the way.
That one good thing, we do not want the divot to fly farther than the golf ball. That's a no-no, agreed?
That is a bad thing.
Let me ask you a question. Where's the bottom of your golf swing?
Well, the bottom should be right here.
Okay, well how about if I
That
told you...
one was right here.
Sure, but how about if I told you you're dead wrong there? Everybody is.
Okay, you're going to surprise me with this one.
Yeah, you know it, because everybody thinks that. You just said there and here. You made a little tiny millimeter adjustment. If I hit a shot, you know where my swing bottom is? Let me show you. So Jeff, take a look at this. So you said that the bottom of the swing was barely in front of the golf ball. You said not the ball in here.
Right
How
there.
about I said it's really over here? That's quite a ways, isn't it?
That's a lot farther than I thought.
You know it, and here's the reality. Everybody thinks that. Once we show people where the true bottom of the golf swing is, for all their striking shots with irons, it's a game changer, okay? So hang on one second. Let's get you into these two simple drills that are gonna change your low point forever. Now we've got you set up over a T-square. We've got a target line, this barber pole pointing at our target.
Okay.
We've got a ball location line. You know what the good news is? You do that perfectly. Now what I want you to do is really understand where your low point is. So I'm going to show you two simple drills to help you with that.
Okay.
The first is what I call the no-turn backswing. Because when I was warming up, well, rather when you were warming up, I'm like, this is going to be a game changer for that guy. Because he really doesn't know how to assemble the top of backswing and rotate and relocate that event to get the club into the bottom of the swing in the correct location. So build your great grip for me. Put your good hands on it. Awesome. Now, you hold on to the club, let me move you. You got me? I'm gonna move you. Now do that again, and this time we're gonna keep you in your forward bend. Okay, I'm gonna raise this club up here, and I'm gonna put you in your perfect top of backswing position. Okay, so take a look at this for a moment. Would you agree with me that this right here seems pretty weird, that this couldn't possibly be the top of your backswing?
It seems like my hands are way too far away from my
I know,
body.
but how about if I did this? How about if I took you and I turned you, and then I asked you, okay, now take a look over your left shoulder. And I put you in this beautiful, reliable top of backswing position. Now your A to B, your ability to go from the club head to the ball is way simpler than something that gets convoluted, complex, in a place that makes it really hard for you to get back to that ever important spot, the true low point of your swing. So we're going to do a simple drill. Now you're uninitiated at this, you haven't done this, but it's only going to take you, it's only going to take you 10 shots.
Okay.
Probably not even that many. Okay, we'll do this really slow. I'm going to put a ball on a tee, and pretty soon you won't even need a tee. Now, why don't you come on over here just for a second? Right there would be great. Let me take your club, and you can stand right there. I'm going to show you how this looks, and then you're going to mimic what I do. You're going to take your awesome grip. I love the way you set up to it. We're going to elevate that golf club to the sweet spot of the ball, and what we're going to do is we're going to create this motion. If you can chop wood, you can hit a great golf ball. So there's the top of my swing. So watch what I'm doing here. I see over there, I even see you doing it wrong. You know why? Because I see you kind of retracting your arms back to your right. How about straight up with a little elbow bend and the appropriate wrist conditions, which I'll make sure you have. And then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate that so our arms are in front of us. We're going to check it, and then we're going to hit a little shot out there. Because that behavior, that's a simplicity to help you find the bottom of your swing. There's one more part. I'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
But let's do that simple little action. Let's do it together. Come on in. Put your great hands on there. And notice I didn't try to smash that down there because you don't need to at first. Let's just make sure that we have this great no-turn backswing position. Get the setup to the golf ball for me. Elevate that sweet spot. Find the golf ball. Now let me help you do this. We're going to elevate this straight up. Arms in front of you. Good. Gentle right elbow and bent trail wrist. So here's what I want you to understand. You've created this awesomeness right here. We're going to turn you, get you in a great spot. Now just let's wave at this one. Hit or miss a shot for me. Go for it. Great try. Good. So I can see you got this part amazing, missing one little piece. Let's get to the next one. In every good swing, once we develop that no-turn backswing, here's what we need you to do. We need you to learn how to rotate yourself and relocate yourself. Here's your move. There is a up without rotation. Once we add that little bit of rotation, the magic's going to happen. You develop a pretty good backswing, then the first move is what we call a stand and deliver the golf club. We don't want to stand and deliver. We want to feel like we can rotate and relocate, letting the buttons on your chest, on your very lovely shirt here, rotate so your club can land in this impact quadrant. So let's do that again. Get your good hands on it. Find the sweet spot. That looks great. Let's kind of elevate. Okay, soft elbow, bent trail wrist. You can relax just a bit. That's fantastic. Now I'm going to turn you. Now think about where our chest is going to rotate. It's going to rotate a little bit more. See where your chest is now aiming?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Now the rest of your stand and deliver is timed beautifully.
Okay.
So let's see if we can't get set to the sweet spot to the ball. Excellent. Let's do the no-turn backswing. Let's build this backswing. Gently soft elbow. Take a look at this wrist. The thing I keep adjusting is bent trail wrist. Fabulous. Let's turn this. Turn. Awesome. Let's let that chest rotate and get a ball off that tee. Go for it. All right. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. So this behavior, learning how to rotate. Were you ever taught to keep your head down?
Oh yeah.
Of course. How about the worst advice ever in golf?
Keep your head down.
Keep your head down. Why? Because
you can't rotate.
You can't rotate. You can't relocate. You can't have the perfect swing bottom. Good players don't. They may look down at a golf ball, but their athletic event is a rotation and relocation. Where's my chest pointing, my friend?
You're in front of the ball.
You know it. If I'm keeping my head down, what typically happens?
Your chest stays where it is and your arms get out in front of you.
You know it. Your body stalls, you scoop at it, you flip at it. It's not the contact you want because your low point's in the wrong place. So first part of my 10-shot sequence is a very simple one. What we're doing here is creating the no-turn backswing so we can isolate this behavior and make sure it's perfect. Then we can rotate this chest and have a club that lands in this impact quadrant. You want to try it again?
I sure do.
Awesome. Let me get a ball on a tee for you. And so you've done 2 of these. Guess what? The second was way better than the first. Put your great hands on it. Now when they do this, they all want to kind of lift their arms over this way. Don't. Let's go straight up like you're going to chop wood. But when we do so, the elbow's bent and what about that wrist? There you go. Do me a favor, look up here and look at the relationship of this shaft in this awesome wrist condition. Notice how the shaft isn't vertical. It's pitched over here to the right. Elbow's perfect, wrist is perfect. Awesome. Now let's look at that golf ball. Let's turn this, create that perfect no-turn backswing. You look amazing. Now let's rotate that chest, clip that ball off the tee. Good. So very good job. Now you could have done a little bit better job, not gonna lie, on letting that momentum of the club carry you onto your lead foot a little bit. Okay. Now does that seem like a drill that's pretty easy?
Yes.
You could do that, couldn't you?
Yes, I can.
I think you can. Now here's the thing. We're using a tee. I'm going to push the tee down into the ground just a little bit. Make it a little bit more challenging. So now the ball is a little closer to the ground. Good. Step out, step in. Do me a favor. Shake everything off and relax. Wonderful. Walk back into the shot. There you go. That looks great. Now I'm not going to adjust you. Let's see if you can do the no-turn backswing. Elevate those arms straight up in front of you. Straight up. Oh, that's to the right. There you go. Perfect. There you go. Now you're getting it. Awesome. Let's go ahead and develop that backswing. Keep looking at the golf ball. And then show me where those buttons go to the follow through. Okay, so what did we learn there? The club landed a little prematurely.
Yes.
Okay, we've got to commit to that rotation of the chest, because if we stay back, where's our low point going to be? There's a big deal. Let's go ahead and take that golf club. Hold that right in your sternum just for a second. Okay, good. I want you to feel, get set right there. I want you to feel like you can take that club to me. So rotate your chest, put that club way over here. This is what impact's going to feel like. The reality is the golf club is going to be lagging behind that point. Does that make sense? The club is going to lag. When we change direction, the weight of the club is going to resist changing direction. So you're going to feel like that chest is rotating and relocating into your lead side from that amazing top of backswing position. Okay. Now here's what we're going to do. This is really a two-part sequence. We're teaching you how to do the no-turn backswing. Now let's talk about how to have amazing low point. To illustrate that, I'm going to put a line on the ground to help you really see where a high-level player hits a golf ball. So I'm going to put a ball right here. If you would, do you mind standing over here just for a second? I don't mean to show off, but I'm going to hit one. So you stand over there. There's a ball in place. Now, as I set up to hit this, I'm just going to hit one down range. How would you like to do that every time?
I think I would like golf a lot better.
You would like to do that, wouldn't you? Where's that low point?
About 4 inches past the white line.
It is right there. So when I touch the ball, the ball is not the bottom of the swing.
No.
And that's the big deal. What we have to understand is the mechanics of how this works. If we create this backswing that doesn't have a lot of complexity, and then we understand some of these low point dynamics, which you're going to learn right now, that can be yours. So come on in here. We're going to do this one arm at a time. So come on in, get set to that line. Hold this golf club in your left hand only. And just to make things easy, take your right hand and just kind of put it here behind you. Great. Now I'm going to walk you through this really quickly. A golf club has a face, a leading edge, a toe, and a heel. Now feel this with me. We're going to take this leading edge, we're going to swing from this shoulder, and we're going to let this leading edge come down and get disrupted by the ground. I'll do it with you, and then I'll let you do it. Take a look down there. Good, you're doing great. Now, you feel where that's getting disrupted? Did any of those land back here, my friend?
No, they did not.
No, they did not, exactly. So there's a rhythm to this. Whoops. Now try to loosen up there. I can feel a little tension. Tension kills. Okay. Try to feel this. That-a-boy. Let's see how that's disrupted. There's a thud, it gets stuck in the previous divot. Do that on your own, left hand only. Let that thud happen. Okay, let's try again. You'll get this. Anticipate the disruption of the ground. Good, do it again. There we go. Awesome, one more time. Great, now, how about this? Let me mix it up for you. Take your left hand, put it behind you. Put your good right hand in the middle of the grip, kind of like you're mimicking where your left hand wouldn't be. Now let's see how you do. Hey, take a look. Where did you land that time?
Slightly behind.
And how's that for your golf game?
That gets me slightly chunky.
It gets you in the doghouse in your scorecard is what it does.
Okay.
So guess what we just isolated right there? This arm behaves, that one not so much.
Okay.
You know why? Because you didn't rotate and relocate. Let me explain the magic in this. You did much better than most. Most people struggle a little bit. Okay, it takes usually 1, 2, or 3 swings for them to get this. You did it right away. Your lead arm was great. The club landed at and after the ball. The low point was ahead of the golf ball. Okay. So we checked that box. Guess what happened with the trail arm? You went, like most golfers, flat-footed, stuck in the mud, and where did we land?
Behind the ball.
You know it. Guess what I'm about to show you?
How to do that
exactly.
again.
How to transport the freedom and swinging event through rotation and relocation. Where is my club landing now?
In front of the golf
What's
ball.
my booty doing? What's my chest doing?
Turning towards the target.
You know it is. Can you do that? I think you can. For insurance, take this golf club for 1 second. Hang on, relax there, mister. Put that in your hand. Awesome. Spread your feet just a little bit. That looks great. Ready? without changing this relationship, take that club and put it in my hand over here.
This way.
Thank you. Keep rotating. Almost rotated. How about over here? That a boy. Can you feel yourself rotate and relocate onto your lead foot?
Yep, I'm
Good.
definitely going forward.
Good. Now, without that kind of cue, let's go ahead and put this club in your hand. Okay, right about there. Fabulous. Now, we need the courage to know that it's not a game where we just stare and think the swing bottom is the ball.
Okay.
It's a game where we swing and we have to rotate and relocate a little bit, have the courage to open up, have the courage to land on our lead foot. I've given you the tools. Now show me how you can transport that club and land in the grass right there. That a boy. Now do you even feel that little extra speed? More rotation, courage. There you go. You just have to recognize that golf is a side-on game. Rotation is required for this side-on game.
Okay.
Let's put a ball in play. Now let's keep that sense of rotation. Let's feel as though that chest can open up to transport our hands, our swinging rhythm to that new location at and slightly after impact. You got this. And my friend, I love that. I love that. Now, here's the thing. I know that if you change those couple little simple things, that you make your mind up that, you know what, Martin, you're right. I don't think I need to keep my head down. I think I need to have awareness of the golf ball, but I don't need to do something that restricts me from being awesome, that restricts me from transporting this swinging golf club, this nice speed that you have, to a place beyond the golf ball, to the correct swing bottom.
Okay.
Those are two simple drills. So when I set up over an iron, the golf ball is pretty much in the middle of my stance. My belt, my sternum, everything's in the middle. In that situation, when I have rotation and relocation, I have a condition where my swing bottom is where? In the correct place.
Yes.
2 simple drills, 10 swings. You did it. Now, when I have a longer club, guess what? Am I setting up with the ball in the middle of my stance? I think not. Where am I now setting up, Jeff?
With your ball off your left heel.
Exactly, with the ball forward within my stance. So when the ball is forward within my stance, now as I'm rotating and relocating, what would be hitting down on it is no longer hitting down on it. It's hitting level or even mildly up on it.
Okay.
So the same exact sensations of the no-turn backswing and what you are capable of doing, swinging your lead arm with rhythm and swinging the trail arm. We just isolated the fact that your trail arm is the guilty party because you, like so many, were stuck in that situation of kind of keep your head down, stay still over the golf ball. I don't want you moving around a ton, but I do want you transporting those successful angles that are expanding with your rhythm and power into that perfect low point.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense.
Makes perfect sense. Come on over here, flush one more for me. I want to see it. Give me a no-turn backswing above the ball. I want to, it's going to look like this. Kind of elevate, get in your perfect position, kind of turn that, take a look down and swoosh above the ball. Give me one of those. So right above the ball. So stand up 4 or 5 inches, don't hit the ball. Good, straight up. Now hang on a second. This comes away from you, man. We want to create some space here. Yeah,
Okay.
good. Now rotate and swoosh above the ball. Rotate, nice backswing, swoosh. Good, do that one more time. While you're doing that, you know that we needed to do what with that trail arm? We needed to rotate it more. We needed to relocate your body more. Good, now you'll blend the 2 pieces together. Elevate those arms, no turn backswing. Okay, rotate. Good, rotate that chest. There you go. See, no more jumping up, no more standing up, no more feeling like you popped up out of it. Have your friends ever told you that, hey, you popped up, you lifted your head?
Came up out of the shot.
Don't you love that?
I love it when they do it, but not me.
I know. Well, here's the thing. You know why you do it? Because you have to. Because if you didn't pop up, where would you land? You'd land back here. Isn't that embarrassing, that divot that's behind the ball?
Yes.
Well, we don't want to be embarrassed, do we?
Not me.
No, not me either. So once we create that great backswing position, and you learn how to take what's really good, except the one thing we identified, now we can rotate that. Guess what? Your body will stay down because it knows it's not putting a hand in a flame. It knows it doesn't have to pull away. To deliver the club more forward than you think it is, we need to feel that sense of rotation that allows us to get that club to land where? Kind of in this zone a little bit more. And how do we do that? By rotating the chest, by rotating the belt buckle, yes. By getting that rotation onto that lead foot. So tell you what, we don't have to do the drill now. Get the club face behind the ball, and then with your newfound thoughts, let's see where you go. Haha. Isn't that awesome? Put her there, buddy. I know, you're still enjoying it. I love it.
I gotta see it land.
Fantastic work. Martin Chuck here, and if you don't already know me, I'm a PGA teaching pro, and I've been lucky enough to work with major winners Darren Clark and Mike Weir. But my true passion is helping amateurs improve and enjoy this great game. And after giving 50,000 lessons in the last 35 years, I found that the #1 issue amateurs face is poor contact. That's why I created the simple strike sequence that instantly fixes the root cause of poor contact and makes it impossible to hit fast shots, thin shots, shanks, and miss hits ever again after just 10 practice shots. Wow. I made a free video where I'll explain the simple strike sequence to you in a lot more details, so click now to check it out. And the best part is, this works for any golfer, so I know it can work for you too. Just click now and let's fix your contact for good.